33 years young lady walks into my clinic with a fear and despair and pleads, "Doctor, please cure my disease and allow me to live with my children till their education is done. After that, I do not mind dying. My children are too small, they need me." She has gone through the cancer treatment and her children's education is done, grown up, married, and now she is joyfully enjoying her grandchildren. A 25-year-old man walks in and says, "Sir, I just started my job. I have to take care of my parents. There is no one to take care of them. They will die if I die. Please do something. I have to live. I do not want to die." The treatment is done and he is happily living with his wife and children and also taking care of his parents. An young 14-year-old girl walks into my clinic with her widowed mother. "Doctor, uncle, everyone in the family are crying. Am I going to die? Is there no treatment for me?" My eyes were welled with tears. I spent good time with her and counseled her to fight it out. She has gone through the toughest treatment with a smiling face and she emerged victorious. She is now pursuing her fashion designer's dream too. A 33-year-old young lady diagnosed of cancer was unstoppable. She was crying relentlessly and said, "Yesterday I thought of committing suicide. Anyway, I am going to die. Why should I undergo this horrifying and torturing cancer treatment?" It was very difficult to counsel her. Finally, she completed her treatment for cancer and presently she is enjoying her life working in a software company, went on a cruise for a holiday with her family, and she recently went for trekking in Himalayas. She has now become a good counselor for the new cancer patients who recently diagnosed. There are several such emotional, touching and powerful stories seen and felt throughout my career. The moral of these endless stories is that the minute they hear the news that they have cancer, immediate thought that comes in their mind is nothing but death. They start losing the battle before they actually begin to fight. There should be some way to deal with this fear from cancer, diagnosis, cancer treatment, and fear of not getting rid of the disease. Keeping this in mind, I started talking to the patients who are being treated and who are cured and leading a normal life. And when a doctor tells a patient that everything would be fine, it doesn't appeal to the patient. But when it comes from a patient who has gone through this journey successfully, it will work wonders. It certainly makes a significant impact on the newly diagnosed cancer patients. It prepares them well and they see a hope, start thinking a positive and fight with vigor. So we started talking to the cancer patients, who survivors, who fought the battle successfully and leading a normal life. Normally they do not want to share their stories, and my patients have been very, very kind and they were bold enough to share their stories. Within 6 months we could contact and we could collect good number of stories and compiled into a book called "I Am a Survivor." And we have 108 stories compiled in it. "I Am a Survivor" shares powerful voices and stories of hope and inspiration. "I Am a Survivor" exemplifies the cancer survivors of human race, their journey and their demonstration of flawless endurance. It covers stories of several extraordinary cancer survivors who lived their life with the same intensity as others, to honor what they stand for and offer their tale as an example of those walking the same path. The reader is given a rare opportunity to join along the courageous and heartfelt journeys of so many cancer patients as they transform into incredible, strong cancer survivors. I feel this book would immensely help the newly diagnosed cancer patients to fight the battle with hope and courage. it will be a nourishment for the soul. Lives of the survivors depicted in the book are evidence of the fact that the cancer is curable. It is available in Amazon online. Cancer comes as shock and surprise to a patient, changing his life forever. After undergoing the initial trauma and treatment, thereafter, main challenge before a patient is to come back to normal life, especially when there are still many myths about the disease. The patients worry that they will not be able to live a normal life after going through the cancer treatment. This is not the case. This is absolutely not true. Every day, more and more cancer survivors walk out of the hospital to resume normal, happy and healthy lives. Over the last few decades, tremendous progress has been made in the field of cancer. Unfortunately, still it is pursued as a dreadful disease, and part of which is largely due to a lack of information, misinformation and myths. Most cancers are curable today. However, key to successful cure lies in early detection, which requires screening and checkups. Apart from the clinical aspects of treatment, there are emotional issues which the patient has to cope with. The emotional issues for the cancer starts with the challenge to accept the fact that he has cancer. Returning back to normal life requires positive approach, fought with courage and indomitable urge to remain alive. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying cancer is devastating, yes, but what cancer cannot do, it cannot cripple love, it cannot shatter hope, it cannot corrode faith, it cannot silence courage, it cannot invade the soul, it cannot steal eternal life, it cannot conquer the spirit. Fight cancer regardless. God bless you.